That face! Oh, keep moving forward! Oh. I don't know what else to tell you. Did you not see that face? That's Eren. That is Eren Yeager. Like, stop. Stop. It's not. You might as well reveal it. You might as well have him put back his hair and be like, how do you do, Eren Yeager? Nice to meet you. And we also know, like, again, there's the amputated leg, but, like, okay. How many times has Eren lost limbs? Giant Titan chomping his arm down. Literally all 4 of his appendages being ripped off when, Reiner, or I think it was actually Bertolt specifically biting. Oh, no, it was Reiner biting into his Titan at the wall when they were duking it out in Season 2. All that being said, though, that is Eren 100%, and his catchphrase, or not his catchphrase, but I guess like the saying, keep moving forward, right? That's what he continuously said, and that's like Mikasa's, standby words. It's what he keeps telling himself. It's just all a process of keep moving forward. We're gonna have to fight people. We're going to have to kill. We're going to have to be warriors in our own right. But when push comes to shove, like, you just got to keep moving forward. And look, at the end of the day, man, it's just, it's crazy to see that they've infiltrated this far. Like, and he even said one of the most amazing things that I think I want to really go back and honestly kind of take note of, because this is actually very important. I will say this. Here, hold on. I really need to highlight this 100%. Eren says, again, look, it's not confirmed, but that was his face. That was Eren Yeager's face. So I'm just going to keep saying this is Eren. Sorry if that upsets anyone, because I'm sure there are manga readers out there. I had the same thing when I knew the female Titan was Annie. I had manga readers going, how does he know? You faker! It's so obvious. Like, that's Eren, so if that upsets anyone, sorry, but that's Eren, so I'm gonna keep saying Eren. The fact that Eren knows about the warrior training, like, that's a big telling lie. Because if that's Eren, right, it is, how much do they know about the Marleyan selection process? How much do they know about, oh yeah, there are warriors, and then warriors in training, and right? They're able to infiltrate in such a seamless way. Look, I think the easy example or explanation would be Grisha's books are just that detailed. They're like, oh yeah, Grisha went through the entire process. We do remember they showed on camera that Grisha mentioned the warrior process. He was like, hey, there are these things called warriors, and I was training my son Zeke to become a warrior, to be a spy for us, and etc., etc. So, like, we know that in the books themselves, Grisha's, dictionaries there of like, hey, this is what the real world be like. We know for a fact that they had information about, like, the warrior selection process and stuff. But the fact that he's just so casually being like, hey, is that for warrior training? You must be a warrior in training with a band like that. How much infiltration have these kids done? Like, our crew, it must be knee deep in this fucking, the inner walls at this point. I mean, we did see Jean with the top hat and the trench coat grabbing the newspaper. That's not confirmed, but I saw the trailer and I saw the character model. It's a match. You know what I mean? Like, that is Jean. Either way, I think it's awesome how they're showing us these little scenes about how deeply our crew is infiltrated, because it's not just, oh, we made it on the Marleyan Island and we're just fucking around. No, they also are very, very well informed. Like, he knew to the point of like, oh, that armband means you're a warrior in training. And it's like, boom. They know, they understand. See, that my biggest fear with our crew infiltrating, when I saw Jean there, I mean, it's awesome to see how much they've infiltrated, because they really did their homework. And obviously, yeah, when you're infiltrating your enemy's stronghold or society, you gotta make sure you know the beats. You can't just go there and be like, act like the idiotic, foreigner who doesn't know what's going on. You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. The art of infiltration is blending in as well as you can, right? So it's cool to see that they are that well informed. Also, though, that begs the question, if Jean's here, if Eren's here, who the hell else is here? Eren is posing as an amputee and like a war-stricken, traumatized soldier without a leg. Obviously, all it takes is one bite and he's back to normal, but when does that plan come to fruition? When is Eren going to pop off and start killing people? when is Jean gonna just like take off the trench coat and be like, oh, yeah, ODM gear time? Is Levi hiding somewhere? Dude, if Levi is hiding somewhere in the shadows, Zeke is just gonna shudder and fear that moment. And like Mikasa, we got all these other badasses just hiding in corners. Like, damn, bro. I mean, when push comes to shove, this backstory was awesome. I loved every second of it. Seeing it through Reiner's eyes really drove home the correlation between Reiner and Aaron's journey, I guess, where they were both like the losers and the runts of the litter, and then they slowly but surely climbed their way up into being one of the most pivotal freaking characters in this show. I mean, Reiner has had the ultimate character development glow up and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, you know, I guess, well, character development and glow up from like a intrigue and enjoyment center as a character. Like, if we're like breaking down the fourth wall and it's like this is a show, from that perspective, Reiner is climbing up the ranks as a character for me, because showing all of the hardship and all the stuff that he had to go through, and not just like all the stuff he had to personally go through, but also carrying the burden for Marcel's death, when literally the day before they broke down Wall Maria, you know, it was the day Marcel got eaten by Ymir. So with that being said, like, how much he's really been dealing with. Like, we knew that he had those mental struggles. Coming face to face with his father, who he never knew, and being stiff-armed, Heisman style, just burp, get away from me. His mom, like, despising him when he comes back and he's trying to humanize the devil, the island devil. She's like, oh, I hate this story. Stop treating them like people. They're devils. Screw them. They're the reason we're subjugated to this horrible life, and da-da-da-da-da. Seriously, the shit that Reiner has had to go through in his past, in his present, in the future, he's gonna die someday, just so we're all clear. Like, he has the curse of Ymir he has to deal with. It isn't just, oh, I was dealing with a bunch of shit in my past, and, like, blah, 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 blah. No, it's, I don't know, man, it's just so crazy to see what these kids have to go through, because you could argue these Eldians on the Marleyan side are more tortured than our crew on Paradis, right? It's like, look, I have sympathy for our crew on Paradis because, yeah, they went through a lot of shit, having their entire families be killed by Reiner and the other warriors and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I just, man, it breaks my heart to see the boy like this, because I think it sucks to have to, like, side against someone who's this tortured and conflicted. But you also have to understand the implication of everything they've done. I think they're still the bad guys when it comes to the story. Now, what Reiner could do to redeem himself in the overarching story, I think, is, like, side with us. Like, yeah, you know, your entire family is at risk, and you have a lot going on that's really, really risky. If you were to, like, hop ship and, like, side with the Islanders and be a double agent and all that kind of stuff, it's very, very risky. But that's the right thing to do, in my opinion. The Islanders are defending themselves. You started the war. Don't be mad if they come over to your side of the pond and fuck shit up, because you were the one who kicked down the wall. Were you tortured? Were you stressed into that option because of all of the things that were going through your head and all the things? Yes, of course, and I'm sympathetic to that. But when push comes to shove, you started this war, and I'm not going to be rooting for you on the battlefield. I don't care how tortured it is. And this is a serious scene that shows Reiner almost killing himself, and trying to, at the very least. Again, it's like, I have sympathy for Reiner, 100%. I have sympathy for all those kids who don't even know the weight of what Reiner goes through. Like Gabby is so, I'm gonna be the armored titan, an honorary Marleyan. She doesn't understand what that means. She thinks it's actually an honor. She thinks being a Titan means something. No, you're a weapon of war, and you're gonna die in 13 years. Haha, cool. And also you're still gonna be treated like scum by the Marleyans. Haha, really cool. Like, it doesn't matter, right? It's just you're a weapon of war. Simple as that. There is no honor in anything that the warriors do. It's just, I can't side with anyone who sides with the Marleyans. I need to see him do a full turn if I'm gonna start rooting for him when it's battle time, right? I'm rooting for him as a character, in general. But if he gets on the battlefield and is swinging at Eren, I'm gonna be rooting for Eren. I don't care how many times this guy's backstory made me cry. He's the bad guy. He's working for the Marleyans. He's just like Zeke. Man, this show is so amazing. And I just can't wait for you guys to see all the content I have planned. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video.